Before we begin our studies, I have some sad news to tell you. Your fellow classmate Hector is no longer with us. And do you know why? The fool, the idiot, he got himself pinched. They nabbed him in the subway for trying to relieve a man of his wallet. As ungracefully, may I say, as a hippopotamus. I warned him. I told him. Hector, I said, you haven't practiced enough. Your fingers are too stiff.
The sap will be lucky if he gets off with 3 months in the clean.
How many times do I have to remind you that I will not tolerate slang in my classroom? Nor the mention of prison either. Louis, draw the curtains. Lock the door. This unfortunate incident proves that you're not paying the proper attention to your studies. Model number 2. Go on, you two, hurry. We'll start today with the inside coat pocket, the one that cost poor Hector his freedom. Thank you. All right, come on. All right, Henri, you try it.
Me?
Yes, you, of course. Come on, hurry. He isn't going to open his coat for you. The right hand, the right hand. The right hand brushes lightly. Very flat. Come on, go to it. Well, I can see where Hector is going to have company. Look at these fingers. When you came here, they were long and graceful. Now they're like sausages. The trouble is, I beat you too well. Silence. Be seated. Marinette, you come here. Did you notice the dexterity of the fingers, the graceful touch? If you were all as serious as Marinette, if you applied yourselves and really worked hard. Who is it?
Professor, can you spare a moment? Someone downstairs.
Continue.
Good day, sir.
Monsieur?
Oh, I've come in answer to the ad you ran in the paper. Jobs.
Jobs with a brilliant future for hard-working, serious young people, huh?
That's it. I wish I could have a chance at it. But I have no money for fees.
I take care of expenses while you're learning. In exceptional cases, my students are even housed and fed.
Oh, it sounds good.
What's your trade?
Unemployed, but I used to be a mechanic.
Identification papers?
Oh, I need papers?
Huh. What do you think?
Of course. Silly. But I must have left it at home.
Home? Where is your home?
Well, it's, you know...
You have no home.
I'm afraid you're right.
No home? No papers? I'm sorry. But under the circumstances?
Please, sir, won't you change your mind?
It's no use. No home, no papers. Impossible. Good day.
But I will do anything. I will...
Good. I was afraid you'd gone. My man, I have reconsidered.
Oh. Oh, you have?
Yes, by the way, what's your name?
Yves Cadoubert.
Yves Cadoubert. Well, my dear Yves Cadoubert, you may call me Professor. And now, my dear Yves, but first give me back my 50 francs.
Oh, what 50 francs?
Listen, a short while ago, there was a 50-franc note here on this desk, and now it's in your pocket.
But I swore I...
Good. Good. Very good. And the expression, the indignation is perfect. It would fool anybody, but not me, nor the police. Do you know what they'd do with a little nobody like you, without identification papers? If a respectable gentleman like me reported that you'd stolen his 50 francs?
Professor, don't turn me in, please. It's the first time I ever stole anything.
Excellent. Simply excellent. You certainly show possibilities. But no more nonsense. Now, give me back my 50 francs. Come on, come on. Enough. Come on. It's only by constant practice that members of our profession can develop their sense of touch to the skill needed to make a decent livelihood. Nimble fingers are the first essential. Without them, remember Hector. All right, let's get to work on today's lesson. Hurry, hurry, take your places. Come on. That's right.
He's eating too much. He's getting heavy. Oh, Mimi, you look so beautiful. You're wonderful.
Get up there. You look adorable this morning.
Come on, take your places. Hurry. Get out of there, get out of there. Get moving, come on. Everybody working. Over there. Come on, you, next that. Come on, let's get going. Bravo, Marionette. Quick and casual, that's the style. Good talk. Excellent.
Professor, there's someone downstairs.
Good day, monsieur. I came in answer to this.
Splendid. Sit down, won't you?
Jobs with a future.
Yes, yes, I know. I wrote it. You're of age?
Oh, do I have to be?
Of course, you have to be 21.
Oh, well, I'm 21.
Naturally, you have identification papers.
I didn't know I had to have papers.
Of course. Where do you live?
Well, I did.
Too bad. Too bad. I'm afraid I shall have to, Excuse me. I'll be back in a moment. But, don't be too hopeful. No home, no papers. Well, my dear, I think we shall get along famously.
Really? You think so, monsieur?
Yes. What's your name?
Arlette. Arlette Lefond.
Arlette Lefond. Well, my dear Arlette, first of all, give me back my 50 francs.
50 francs?
Yes, my 50 francs. What are you hiding?
I'm sorry, monsieur, but I was so hungry and... But you will give me the job, won't you, please?
I thought I could, but you've disappointed me.
But I'm a good worker. Please give me the job. I was so hungry and it...
Yes,
I'm
I'm just as sorry as you are not to be able to use you. You're frank and honest. I like that, but it's not enough.
Good day, monsieur.
Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, that's just a handkerchief.
Yes, a handkerchief. Right out of a reform school. I know the kind very well. When did you escape? So, hey, you're number 497, eh?
Yes, monsieur. I lied to you. I'm only 18. When my parents died, I went to live with my aunt, and she was mean to me. She beat me. And then she got married, and then there were two to beat me. That's why I ran away. They had me put in that reform school, and it was just like a prison. That's why I ran away from there, too. Oh, please, monsieur, don't turn me in. I'm not a bad girl.
You couldn't be with those eyes and that expression. Let me see your hands. With these hands and what I can teach you, there's no limit to your possibilities. Come along. Come on, come on, come on. All right, now that you've been caught in the act, what would you do? Come on, what would you do? Put it away. Arlette, my dear, what would you do?
Ask forgiveness and swear never to do it again.
No.
Play innocent. Deny everything.
Play innocent and deny everything.
That's right, that's right. Of course, you must deny everything. And you must deny it not only fervently, but convincingly. But don't rely on your voice alone. Complete innocence must be written all over your face. And to achieve this effectively, we'll once more run through those exercises, which are somewhat similar to those used by professional actors. We'll start with you.
Me, sir, you're mistaken, sir. It's not me. I swear it on the head of my father.
0. All right, Henri, we'll try you. But with a little emotion, please.
Yes, sir. Me, sir? You're mistaken, sir. It's not me. It's not me. I swear it. I swear it. I swear it on the head of my father. I didn't do it.
I don't blame you for laughing. I ask you to emote and you bellow like a sick calf. Eves, you tried. With a little less emotion.
Me, sir? You're mistaken, sir. It's not me. I swear it on the head of my father.
You swear it on the head of your father just as if you were openly confessing your guilt.
But it gives me the jitters to swear that.
Oh, why?
Because my old man is still alive. He's in a poor house, but he's still alive.
So the old man's still alive. That's too bad. What do you want me to do about it? Wait? Arlette, my dear. You try it.
Me, sir? Oh, you're mistaken, sir. I didn't do it. I swear on the head of my father.
That's it, that's it. That's convincing. Come around here, my dear. That's right. Show them. Here we are. That's right. Now. Innocence. Astonishment. Anger. Fear. Pleading. Bravo, Arlette. Bravo, bravo. That's your homework for tonight. You will each practice that exercise diligently in front of a mirror until you can do it as Arlette does. Dinner in a short while. Lights out as usual at 9 o'clock. Task dismissed.
Me, sir? You are mistaken, sir. It's not me. It's not me. I swear it. Oh, it's not good. Once more. Oh. Me, sir? You're mistaken, sir. It's not me. It's not me. I swear it on the head of my father. I'm innocent. I'm innocent!
Oh, shut up.
sir.
Can't we get a little sleep around here?
Ah, shut up yourself. Who's there?
It's me.
Oh. Am I keeping you awake, too?
No. Isn't that?
That's good. It's no use. When I lie, everybody knows it. Maybe I ought to go into politics where it doesn't matter. Tell me, how do you do it?
I make believe, like an actress in a play. But the thought of stealing, I'll never be able to do it.
Well, why are you here in this place for? And where would you go? Back to the reform school? You can't get a job without identification papers. You know that. Say, have you ever thought of marriage?
Why, naturally,
That's it. Marriage. A white marriage.
A what?
A white marriage. Just a ceremony. You never see the groom again. The perfect marriage. Now listen. Once you are married, your husband is responsible for you. They can't put you back in the reform school. You beat the rep.
Oh. Well, who would I marry?
That's something I wouldn't know.
You see?
I'd be glad to help you, but I haven't got any papers either. But I know a guy who arranges marriages like that.
Well, come on, what are we waiting?
Hey, not so fast. Costs money.
How much?
3,000 francs.
3,000? Well, where would I get money like that?
That's what you're here for. To learn how.
To steal. Steal to stay honest? For that, I'll do it.
I beg of you to be lenient.
I have listened attentively to the testimony of both sides, and after weighing the evidence carefully, I am ready to render my decision. Whether this is the first time you have stolen or not is beside the point. The undisputed fact is that you have stolen. The law does not say that when you put your hand in your neighbor's pocket to take his property, he must apologize to you because you have never done it before. Nor does it say there is no guilt because you had what seemed an important reason for stealing his property. After all, he may have just as important a reason for keeping his property.
Yes, Your Honor. I agree. And there is no excuse for my client's indiscretion, regardless of his explanation of his desperate circumstances. But I assure you that now he realizes the seriousness of his offense. And if leniency is shown him by the court, you will not make another mistake. The stolen article has been returned to the owner, and the prisoner has not profited by his error. And if Your Honor will be merciful, the prisoner will not forget his duty to society again.
I swear I'll never steal again. It was the very first time, Your Honor. I promise it won't happen again.
I hope you are right. For the next 3 months, I am going to make sure that you do not do any more stealing. Where you are going, there will be little temptation to steal.
But, Your Honor...
Take the prisoner away.
But Your Honor, please. Please, Your Honor, please.
Next case.
But, monsieur, if we go now, we'll miss the Mickey Mouse. Don't you like the Mickey Mouse? Monsieur, what good will it do to turn me into the police? This is not the police station. Monsieur, I assure you, you're making a great mistake.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Monsieur. Captain. General. Your Excellency. Your Highness. Let me go! Let me go! But I've got to. It's important. I've got a date. All right, you can keep me here by force if you want to, but you, I'll do something desperate. I'll complain to the man with the stick pin. What I want to know is how long you're going to keep me here. Well, say something. Oh, it isn't your conversation bores me. It's just that I'm beginning to lose my patience. If you don't want me out of here, I'll scream. I'll count to 3. 1, 2, 2.5. Look out. 3. Oh! Oh!
Baron Borak. Here at last. What detained you?
Well, I was with the secretary. I received your message.
Mm-hmm. A likely story. But read it, Borak, to thy mind.
Sister is a young woman of irreproachable character, I assure you.
Well, now, don't get excited, Borak, perhaps.
Teresa. Oh, no. Besides, she's homely.
But your niece isn't. Look.
Now, let's go over it once again, and this time get it right.
I come from Geneva. I attended a girls' boarding house.
Boarding school.
Boarding school. I go back to Geneva tomorrow. This is my first trip to Paris. This is my first ball. And this is the first time my feet hurt, too.
And you are?
I'm worn out.
Answer, who are you?
I am Mademoiselle Alette de Chevalier.
The Chevalier.
De Chevier, pardonnez-moi, Alette de Chevier. You are my uncle, and I am your niece. Baron, I mean uncle. Who am I going to tell all these lies to?
His Excellency hasn't confided in me. Remember, you are not to utter one word that I haven't taught you. Don't forget, you're supposed to be a lady. Your Excellency. How are you, Baron? Oh, fine, Your Excellency. And I hope you're fine, too, sir.
I'm very well indeed, thank you.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it, sir. This is Mademoiselle de Chevilliers. My niece.
Oh, delighted.
Why haven't I met this young lady before?
Well, this is my first trip to Paris, and this is my first ball, and I'm going back to Geneva tomorrow.
My dear, a schoolgirl's career is hardly a subject of interest to His Excellency.
Ah, but I am most interested. We'll talk about this later on in the evening. Hmm?
Thank you, Your Excellency. With your permission, sir. My dear, excuse me. I must have a word with Borak. Mademoiselle.
Yes, Uncle. Oh, Your Excellency. How do I look?
Charming.
I feel charming, too. You know, this is just like a dream
I didn't bring you here to talk about your dreams. I want you to dance with someone.
Oh? Who?
That man over there. The one dancing with the lady in black.
Oh, him?
On point.
Oh, he looks very nice. And the lady's beautiful.
Very.
Oh, when do I dance with him?
I have to introduce you first.
Oh. Do I ask him right away?
He will ask you.
But suppose he doesn't.
He will. And while you're dancing with him, you will discreetly relieve him of his watch.
Why, that's stealing.
It's a secret mission.
I won't do it.
I must have that watch.
Well, then swipe it yourself. I've only stolen once, and I'm not going to steal again.
And you'll go to jail for stealing my stick pin.
What? You mean if I don't steal the second time, I go to jail for stealing the first time?
Exactly.
And you, an ambassador. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Mademoiselle?
Yes.
My dear, Mademoiselle Adette de Chevillier, this is my wife.
Mademoiselle?
Baron Borak's niece. Monsieur Pierre Desroches, a young diplomat with a very promising future.
How do you do, mademoiselle?
Monsieur Desroches is as smooth a dancer as he is a diplomat.
Don't believe a word of it, mademoiselle.
This is her first ball. You are to be her first partner.
I'm delighted.
My dear, shall we dance?
His Excellency is placing a great responsibility upon me. I'm afraid I'm unworthy of it. A young girl's first ball is a very important event. She remembers it all her life. So, I shall be part of your memory. And believe me, I'm very proud and flattered.
I didn't know Borak had such a charming niece.
Well, he didn't know it himself.
What?
I mean that he's so absent-minded that he never thought to mention her.
Am I boring you?
Oh, no, it's just that I must join my uncle at 10 o'clock sharp.
Ah.
If it's 10 o'clock. it 10 o'clock?
You have lots of time.
But is it 10?
It's only 10:05. Plenty of time yet. Oh, but if I let you go to your uncle, will you come back quickly?
Oh, I promise.
I'll be waiting for you in the buffet.
Have I finished that caviar sandwich already?
Yes, monsieur.
Funny. My dear Pierre, it's you. What luck.
For whom?
For both of us. I have the supreme pleasure of seeing you. You have the supreme pleasure of seeing me. But your pleasure is even more supreme than mine because you're about to have the honor of doing me a little favor.
Ah. Waiter, some Clicquot 28, please.
Champagne? Aren't you eating? Oh, I forgot. You dined, haven't you?
Haven't you?
Suppose I told you I hadn't even lunched.
I wouldn't believe you. And I think I know what favor you are going to ask me.
My dear Pierre, you're as good as gold.
You have it?
Oh, no. No, but I saw it. It's not worth a thing. You'll not even get 50 francs for it. Believe me, I know.
Will you kindly do as I told you?
But I can get you a much better
No.
one. But it's got diamonds.
No. Don't you worry about what it's worth. That's the one I want. Now do as I tell you.
All right. All right. But you've got mighty funny taste.
Well, you look happy.
I am.
Anything special?
Very special.
I couldn't find my uncle, so I hurried back.
Very special. I see what you mean.
Oh. Mademoiselle Chevrier, let me introduce to you my worthless friend, Roland Latour.
Enchanted to meet you, mademoiselle.
You should be. Shall we dance?
Here, I'll wait right here. I'm counting on you. What's this?
You see that?
She got his watch.
What?
You know, usually at this time, I get the most irresistible desire to leave. I stop hearing the music, I stop listening to the conversation. All I seem to hear is the ticking of my watch telling me it's time to go home.
And tonight?
Tonight I don't even hear my watch.
Oh, there's my uncle now.
But what? Pardon me.
This time you got it?
satisfied?
My dear, you did me a very great favor.
Is it that important?
Well, you wouldn't understand. Naturally, it concerns a grave matter.
Well, now, Your Excellency, we're even.
Not quite. I still need your services.
Another watch?
No. It's just a question of returning this one to its owner.
What'll I tell him, that I picked it up off the floor?
Not at all. You're going to put it back in his pocket as discreetly as you took it out.
What?
Put it back in his pocket.
Put it back in his pocket?
That should be easy, even for a beginner.
But they never taught us that. I wasn't gone very long this time, was I?
Even longer than before. I was getting older by the minute. I kept wanting to look at my watch. I must have been away at least. That's funny, my watch is gone.
Are you sure you had it?
Well, I think so. Yes, don't you remember I showed it to you when it was 10:05?
Oh, that's right. Well, maybe it's in another pocket.
Oh, no. Oh, no, I never... That's strange. I never put it in that pocket.
Well, my dear?
Where have you been all evening? You keep appearing and disappearing like a magician's rabbit.
Well, you know what an embassy ball is for an ambassador.
I know what a bore it is for an ambassador's wife, utterly neglected.
Well, I'm sorry, but now that I'm free of a great burden, I'm completely at your disposal. Will you dance?
Arlette, I wish to speak to you.
Vorak, you are not going to take your niece away.
Just for a few minutes.
I'll be back.
Mademoiselle, your mission is fulfilled. His Excellency has asked me to tell you how completely satisfied he is with your work and to give you this. Naturally, you will keep all the clothes, everything. And now, Mademoiselle, good night.
You mean you're kicking me out?
Oh, not at all. Only that your presence here is no longer desirable. Oh, I almost forgot. His Excellency asked me to remind you that he's counting on your discretion, which will ensure you his own.
But, Baron, can't I go back for just a moment?
No, that is impossible.
But I'd like to...
I'll tell Monsieur de Roche that my niece wasn't feeling well, and that she has asked me to say goodnight for her.
Mademoiselle, you're forgetting something.
You are forgetting something else, mademoiselle. Me.
Oh, I'm sorry, but my uncle, said it was time for me to go home and that he'd made my excuses.
But it's so early.
I know, but, well, he thought my first ball and I shouldn't stay too late, you know.
Forgive me, but your uncle is a prude. Come on,
no,
just
but
one
I
more.
must
I'll
go,
explain to
really.
him. All right, then I'll take you home.
But I can't.
Why? You don't think I'd let you go home alone, do you?
But I'll be all right. I mean...
You certainly will be, because I'm going with you.
Here. Oh, I just made it. You were leaving without seeing me.
Oh, stop whining.
I'm not asking for alms, old man. After all, I keep a record of what I owe you.
All right, add this to the account.
Oh, but...
That's all I have on me.
Very well, thanks. I'll be at your house in the morning. I simply must tell my troubles to somebody.
Oh, no, not to me again.
Pierre, if you don't help me, I shall be thrown out the street.
Not another sou.
Very well, then. I shall have to sleep on a park bench, but don't let that bother you. Did you call, my friend?
Yes. I can't bear to think of you sleeping on a park bench. They are not wide enough. Look, I'm leaving tomorrow night for a week or so. Idiot. Diplomatic mission. You may use my house until I come back.
You are a pal.
very much, and good night.
Why are you in such a hurry? We are not at your uncle's yet.
Oh. Well, that's right. I always get mixed up. Well, why did you stop here?
Because I don't want to be interrupted again by your uncle coming back. I have something to say to you.
Have you?
Yes. It's not easy. There. Is that better? I wish I could say what I feel. But with you, somehow it's difficult. But you are crying. I'm sorry. Do you always cry when there are kids?
I don't know. This is the first time
That you have cried?
that I've been kissed.
First ball, first dance partner, first kiss. It's too good to be true.
But it is.
But then, why are you crying?
I always cry when I'm happy.
And have you cried often?
This is the first time.
This is an occasion.
Oh, good evening, sir.
Good evening, my friend.
Lovely night, isn't it?
Never saw a lovelier one. Good night.
Good night, sir.
You know him?
Oh, yes.
And he lets you swipe flowers out of that garden?
Naturally. It's my garden.
Oh. That's your house.
Yes.
Beautiful. You live there alone?
Yes, all alone. That is, with Flora.
Flora?
Yes, that's her name, Flora. She's very cute. And smart, too. One of the smartest dogs you ever saw.
Oh, a dog.
What did you think?
Oh, nothing.
Well, don't think it. And tell me, how did you learn to whistle like that?
Oh, it's very simple. You just put your tongue against your lower teeth, like that. And then you put your two fingers, see, under your tongue, like that. And you blow, see? You just go...
Amazing. You put your two fingers like...
Yeah, put your tongue against your lower
and
teeth.
your tongue like that. And then you go.
And then you go. Go again. Harder this time.
Doesn't well.
Well, thank you very much, and good night.
Not yet. When am I going to see you again?
Oh, I don't know. I'm going back to Geneva tomorrow.
To Geneva?
Yes, I go to school there.
I can't believe it. That's marvelous. I'm leaving for Geneva tomorrow, too. We can travel together. You are taking the night express, of course.
Well,
The 6
no.
o'clock, then? That one is no good. It's always late.
Well, that's the one I'm taking.
It doesn't matter, I'll take it too. It should be a delightful trip. So, I'll meet you at the station.
Oh.
You wouldn't care to let me make you cry again?
No.
Until tomorrow, then. Don't forget. Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Who there? Oh, where on earth are you coming from at this hour? You know the rules, in by midnight.
I saw a gentleman, a very elegant gentleman, and I followed him. He had a magnificent pearl stick pin.
Oh, that's different. Pearl stick pin, eh?
I followed him until he got on the bus, and then I
Never mind the details. Where's the pin?
didn't get it.
Why not?
I got scared.
You're lying.
Oh, no. I swear it on the head of my father.
Oh, no. Not to me. No, not to me. And remember, young lady, I'm not running a charitable institution here. Go on, get to bed. Good morning, I hope nothing went wrong at the embassy ball.
Well, hope again.
You mean you didn't have much, success?
Nothing.
Gentlemen, it cost me 10,000 francs to get you into that ball. I'm not in the habit of wasting 10,000 francs. I worked too hard for my money. I demand an explanation.
We demand one, too.
Now, there must have been a king's ransom in jewels at that ball last night, and you say that you didn't get anything? Don't tell me.
We don't operate unless we have an exclusive. We don't engage in a free-for-all where somebody slips up and we might get nabbed.
I tell you, there was nobody. What are you looking at?
And you said you didn't know who was there.
And would you please explain how one of your pupils could get into the embassy ball unless you had made the arrangements?
Yes, that's the one. The one in the checker blouse.
That's the girl.
Ah. Bring me model number 7. Today, we are going to take up some of the problems in the social world. Now, let, my dear, come here. The most opportune moment to achieve our purpose is while dancing. Come on, pretend you're dancing.
First ball. First dance partner. First kiss. You wouldn't care to let me make you cry again. I'll meet you at the station. Don't forget.
Permit me to introduce Monsieur Pierre de Roche, attaché at the embassy. I might have known it. A face as honest as yours could only be dishonest, could only lie. I'm not to media here. Get out of here, you thief! Get out! You double-crosser! Get out!
Give her a chance to explain.
If you don't want to be kicked out too, I advise you to shut up! I know what you stole.
But I didn't steal it.
My men saw you.
But didn't they see me put it back?
No, they didn't. So you put it back, eh?
My word of honor.
Your word. You've just said that you didn't steal it. How could you put it back if you didn't steal it?
I took it, but I put it back.
Liar! Ingrate. Without me, you wouldn't know how to steal. Now that you do, you want to keep it all. Get out of here, you crook! Get out and stay out!
That's what I will do. I'd rather be back in reform school than here at your filthy old school. We come here for honest jobs, and you make thieves out of us. They'll catch up with you one of these days. You'll see, and I hope it's soon.
Oh, here you are. At last. I was beginning to get worried. How are you? Where is your porter?
I haven't any.
Where is your baggage?
I haven't any.
Oh. You mean you intend to travel without baggage?
No, I'm not leaving. I just came down to say goodbye and to explain.
Goodbye? You are joking, of course.
No, I'm not. Honest, I'm not.
That's absurd when only last night.
I know a lot of things have happened since last night.
Then when are you leaving?
I'm not leaving at all.
At all?
No.
You see, Flora is disappointed too. Then may I see you when I get back?
No, I'm sorry.
You don't want to see me again?
Yes, I do very much, but I won't be able to see you for a long, long time.
A long, long time? Are they going to lock you up?
Yes, they are.
Who, your uncle?
My uncle?
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to tell you that I ran away from a reform school.
Reform school? You don't expect me to believe that.
Yes, I do.
Did the ambassador tell you why he wanted my watch?
No, he just said it was very important that I get it for him.
You did a terrible thing.
I'm sorry,
I must phone.
But wait, your train will be leaving.
Wait for me. Wait for me right there. Saw my watch, he saw your picture in the back, don't you see? What do you mean I shouldn't worry? Of course I do, but this is no time. What? Tell you something nice. The train is leaving! What? They found nothing in the compartment? But that's not possible. My papers were there, my briefcase, my baggage. Did they jump out of the window? And my dog, Flora. If anything happened to Flora, it's your job to find them, that's all. Nothing in the
I brought your things back.
Thanks. Thanks. I'll be right down.
I had to ride all the way to the next station, and it was a long walk back.
You shouldn't have done that.
Well, I didn't want you to lose your dog and your luggage on my account.
Sorry I can't open the door. My man thought I had gone and he locked up everything. I had to climb through a window to get in myself.
Here's your umbrella.
Thanks.
Hey, here's your Flora.
Well, oh, girl. What an adventure, huh?
Well, good night.
Where are you going?
Back to the reform school.
At this time of night?
Well, that's all right. You can always get in.
Wait a minute. What's the matter? Are you homesick for that reform school?
Well, that's not it. It'll have to be done sooner or later.
What will they do to you?
First, they'll make me account for every minute I've been away.
Inquisitive, hmm? And what are you going to tell them?
The truth.
The truth. You're not going to tell them about the embassy ball.
I'll have to.
Well, suppose we talk this over tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. They won't let me have any visitors.
No, I mean you can stay here tonight. Come on, you are dead tired.
Here, alone with you?
I assure you I know how to behave with a young lady.
So I've noticed.
Oh.
What's the matter?
That stupid servant didn't make up the bed. Yes.
Do you, mind if I wear this?
I certainly do. Put it back at once. It belongs to my sister.
If I could suggest something,
You have suggested enough.
Well, I was only going to suggest that you sleep in the other room and I could sleep here. I've slept without sheets before.
Oh, so have I.
Here, let me help you make the bed.
No, I don't need your help, and I don't want your advice. You were very kind, and I am duly grateful. Danke schön, merci beaucoup, good night. Get the idea? Good night. Buonasera, bonne nuit. Well, what now?
I didn't want to leave the wrong impression with you, so I'd like to finish telling
Oh, no,
you.
not now. I'm sleepy.
Look, I only stole once. No, twice. No, once. Well, anyway, I gave them both back.
So you gave it back, so you only stole once. I'll keep that in mind. And now, good night. Good night.
You know why I stole?
No. And frankly, I
Because
don't
I
give...
wanted to get married.
You stole because you wanted to get married?
Yes, I wanted to buy a husband.
To buy what?
You know, like a marriage in name only. Can you guess why?
No. And I'm not going to guess. You'll tell me anyway.
Because if I was married, I wouldn't have to go back to the reform school.
What?
Yes, that's the law. Once you're married, you're free. Eves told me so.
And who is this Eves, who knows so much about the law?
Oh, he's my friend. My only friend. He could have gotten me a husband, only I'd have to pay for him. That's why I stole. Once I was married, I could start a new life.
A new life.
Now do you see?
Not very clearly.
Well, let me explain it to you. It's very
Oh, no,
simple.
not
I
now.
have to-
It's really too late. You can finish telling me about your life tomorrow morning. And now, to bed. And sweet dreams. And if I hear another word out of you tonight, I won't answer for the consequences.
Buonasera, buona noche, bonne nuit, gute Nacht.
Well, if it isn't Monsieur Oren.
Hello there, John.
How do you do, sir?
Hello. You still here? No. I mean, yes. For the love of... I completely forgot I offered you my house.
What? Don't you say I can't stay here? Why, I've checked out of my hotel. It'll be a calamity.
Well, you see, it's like this. That is... I will manage somehow.
Well, I have to pay the cab fare.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah, well, the fact is
Oh, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
And bring me the change. Listen, old man.
Hmm?
My affair's in a terrible state. I want to end it once and for all.
It might save us both a lot of bother. Would you like my revolver?
No, not at all, no. I wouldn't end it that way. A man like me doesn't give up the ship. He fights courageously.
And how much do you need to fight courageously?
About 10,000 francs. Yes, with 10,000 I could settle everything. I could go to the colonies and start a new life.
A new life? You too?
What do you mean, me too?
Tell me. Are you quite sure that with 10,000 francs you could...
Oh, positively. Of course, with 15,000 I could start a really new life. First class.
I think I have a way for you to earn the 10,000.
15,000?
10.
Look, my old friend, a really first-class new life...
You remember the girl I was dancing with at the embassy ball?
Borak's niece?
Yes, that's the one. Only she's not Borak's niece.
Oh, she's not his niece, huh?
She's going to get married.
Really? To you?
No, to you.
To me?
Yes, to you. And believe me, you'll never find a nicer or more charming girl. Good morning.
Good morning. Do you take coffee in the morning?
Yes. That is no. I mean, not this morning. From what you said last night, I gather everything would be fine if only you were married.
Yes. Everything.
I've given it a lot of thought. After all, you did me a favor, and I'm returning it.
Oh, you don't have to.
Naturally, my friend Roland would only marry you under certain conditions.
Roland?
Yes. Yes, Roland. The marriage would be perfectly legal. Although it wouldn't tie either of you down. Immediately after the ceremony, you would each be free to go your own way.
I see.
You don't seem very enthusiastic. Wasn't this what you wanted? Don't you like the idea?
Yes, of course.
Well, then, what's the matter with you all of a sudden?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
What are you thinking about?
What happened after the ball? When you kissed me?
Please. Let's not talk about that. I can understand Roland is nobody to get excited about. But this might work out very well. He isn't a bad fellow when you get to know him. The marriage banns can be published and the whole thing completed within a week. And during that time, of course, you can stay here.
Then I accept.
Monsieur, the car is waiting to take you to the station.
I'm coming.
You're leaving?
Why, yes.
Where are you going?
To Geneva, of course. Come in.
Monsieur, they are waiting for you in the conference room.
Oh. Tell them I'm sorry, but I must go back to Paris immediately. Jean Valjean.
What can I do for you, sir?
Who are you?
I'm the butler.
Who's butler?
Monsieur's butler.
Monsieur who?
Monsieur Pierre de Roche.
Ah. You are Monsieur Pierre de Roche's butler?
Yes, sir. That I am.
Is Monsieur Pierre de Roche at home?
No, sir. Monsieur Pierre de Roche is in Geneva. And he probably won't be home until the end of the week.
What is it I hear?
Those, monsieur, are two friends of the boss. A gentleman and a lady.
Mm-hmm. And could I speak to these friends of your boss?
I'll see if they're in, sir. Whom shall I announce, sir?
Monsieur Pierre de Roche, the boss.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I beg your pardon, boss. Welcome home, sir. Would you mind getting my bags in the taxi?
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. I'll do it. Come in, please, sir. Oh.
Here's a hint that will help you start. You will find the key to my riddle when you find the key to my heart. Do you feel that you're getting near now? If it's not clear now, we'll start again. Can you guess why I'm all a tremble? Why I walk around in a mist, and the girl that I most resemble is the girl who wants to be kissed. Can you guess the reason I'm reeling? I touch the ceiling of stars above. Must I confess what it is I'm feeling? Or can you guess it's love?
Bravo, bravo.
My, what a pleasant surprise. We hadn't expected you quite so soon.
Hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, how perfectly silly. Of course not. Oh. Won't you sit down?
You are very kind.
Pierre. Hello, good old Pierre. How come you're back so soon?
Am I disturbing you too?
Huh? Oh, not at all, not at all. There's not the very idea.
Glass of sherry.
No, thanks.
Who would have thought it? What conduct, what ease, what savoir-faire. A real little woman of the world, eh?
You must have given her some lessons.
Oh, yes, I did.
I thought as much.
What do you mean?
Tell us about your trip. What are they doing in Geneva?
Well, for one thing, they are not showing their legs the way they are in Paris this year.
Thank you so much for telling me.
Oh, by the way, who is the new butler?
Oh, he's a schoolmate of mine.
A schoolmate. From that girls' boarding school in Geneva, no doubt. Has he any identification papers?
Oh, no, but I can answer for him. He's so anxious to start a new life.
A new life? He too? Certainly looks as if my house had turned into a home for reformed characters.
Oh, thanks, old man. Thanks a lot.
Well?
You are leaving?
Yes, I'm going to get dressed, if you don't mind. You know, like they do in Geneva.
Ah, she's enchanting. Mind you, that girl has brains as well as beauty. Let me show you some of those snapshots I took of her with your camera. Not bad for an amateur, eh? Oh, very well. It's your loss. Well, in that case, you better get down to serious business.
That's money by any chance?
Yes, this time not for me. Will you realize, of course, I had to buy her something decent to wear.
A bathing suit?
Sunsuit. Naturally, want to do other little things. Can't expect a man like me to marry a woman in rags. Here are the bills.
Frankly, I don't get it. Was it really necessary to buy all this for a girl you'll see for 5 minutes at a marriage ceremony?
The fact is, I'm beginning to wonder if our marriage really will be one in name only. You know, I firmly believe that the root of all my past troubles has been sheer loneliness. If I could feel someone by my side, always ready to advise, to sympathize, to feel the tender touch of a feminine hand.
You are joking, of course.
Oh, not at all. Oh,
Arlette and I get on like a house afire. And to see the way she snaps up any little hints I happen to drop.
surely you've noticed a change in her deportment.
Not to mention her grammar.
Now look, Roland. Just because a girl catches on quickly and has beautiful legs, that's not enough to build a permanent marriage on.
Do you mean to say that charm and grace and femininity aren't important?
Yes, they are. But what do you know about her? Her family, her...
Oh, we'll go to the colonies. Anybody who plays bridge is accepted. I'll teach her the strong note trump.
And what will you live on?
Your money first.
You won't go very far.
Tahiti? You can live on seafood, coconuts, bananas. Ah, those South Seas are simply enchanting. Canoes, garlands of flowers, lovely native songs, and at night, bridge.
Who's in there?
Oh, someone or other.
Male or female?
Why should you care?
Look, Eves, you're not playing fair with me.
Don't be a fool. I just don't want you to get mixed up in something that's none of your business.
Listen, are we pals, yes or no?
Of course we are. You know that. But I'm also the sort of servant you approve of. Discreet. Look for yourself.
Are you afraid, Pierre?
Of course I'm not afraid. But it's not exactly comfortable when your husband knows I had your picture in my watch.
But he doesn't know. When he's jealous, he's terrible. And he has never been sweeter and more considerate than he is right now.
Not so loud, I beg of you.
Is there someone else in the house?
No. But the servants might hear.
Or your secretary?
What will you think up next? First of all, she only comes on Wednesday.
Pretty.
Hideous. Thick glasses and pigeon-toed.
What do you think of this one for the wedding tomorrow? Oh, I beg your pardon. My, what a pleasant surprise. And how is His Excellency? Very well, I hope.
Fine. And how is your uncle?
Fine, fine. I'm afraid I've neglected him a little of late. And now, if you'll excuse me, the dressmaker's waiting. His fittings, you know, such a deadly bore. See you soon, I hope.
Let me explain to you.
Oh, it's quite clear. I understand perfectly.
No. No, it isn't clear at all. You are completely mistaken.
Oh, stop lying and give me back my picture. Now I understand why you invented that silly story, which didn't make sense.
This girl means nothing to me. You'll soon be convinced.
Of course not. You're just buying her pretty clothes because you are sorry for her. Pierre, I want my picture back.
I already told you your husband took it. Look for yourself. Irritating beyond words. What do you want? Haven't I got enough trouble? Females. Females. Always under your feet or in your hair. Nothing but trouble. I've got half a mind to trade you in for a male dog. Get away. Get away. Go on. Go on. Funny face. I know I take it out on you, but I don't really mean it. What shall I do about it?
Here, where are you? Oh, there you are. Listen, old man, I've come hot from the courthouse. Everything is in order. The banns are published. I must say it gave me quite a kick to see my name right alongside Arlette's. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, you owe me 300 francs to cover the cost of the license. Here's the itemized account.
Let's not be hasty.
Well, oh, no, this has to be paid at once. You see, these papers are essential to the marriage, and the big day's tomorrow, don't forget.
There's not going to be any marriage.
No, there's not... What are you talking about?
I refuse to be a party to this farce.
That's rather a sudden switch, isn't it?
Sudden? For the last 2 nights, I haven't slept a wink.
Why?
Because she's on my mind constantly. So on account of her, I rushed back from Geneva. When she's around, I'm seized with a terrible desire to take her in my arms. And all I do is to be rude and unkind to her. The whole thing is insane. But I can't fight against it any longer. You're right, Roller. Career, social position. What do they matter compared to love?
Who's talking now? Oh, come on, man. Pull yourself together. It's quite different with me. I can marry Arlette because I blotted my social copybook ages ago. You'll be amazed at the number of houses I'm not invited to. But you have a brilliant future, a real career. For you to marry Arlette is out of the question, definitely out. And as for anything else, well, believe me, Pierre, this is her one chance to lead an honest life. Don't take it away from her. And don't make a fool of yourself either. Look at me. It's through a series of just such brainstorms that I landed where I am now, with a ticket to Tahiti. One, mark you. She didn't want to come. I asked her. She turned me down. It's up to you, Pierre. Let her go.
Right. All right. Go and marry her, but do it quickly as possible.
Article 212. Husband and wife owe one another mutual fidelity, mutual sympathy, and mutual assistance. Article 213. The husband, as head of the family, has a right to designate the place of mutual residence. The wife is obligated to live there with him, and the husband, in turn, to receive her. Will the bride and groom please rise? Monsieur Roland Latour, do you take for your wife Mademoiselle Arlette Lafont, present here?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, I do.
Mademoiselle Arlette Lafont, do you take as your husband Monsieur Roland Latour, present here?
Excuse me. Would you please read Article 213 again?
The husband, head of the family, has the right to designate the place of mutual residence. The wife is obligated to live with him there, and the husband, in turn, to receive her.
Oh.
You mustn't say oh. Say yes.
I know.
Mademoiselle Arlette Lafont, do you take as your husband Monsieur Roland Latour, present here?
No.
Excuse us, Your Honor. My fiancée's a little upset. We'll be back another day. I hope.
Just a moment, madame. Oh, pardon me, mademoiselle. I congratulate you. For 30 years now, I have had a monotonous job. I've been marrying couple after couple. I ask them all the same questions, and they all give me the same answers. And just when I felt bored to death, you come along and have the courage to say no. Bravo, mademoiselle. Believe me, it is much better for a marriage not to come off at all than for it to end in divorce. Bravo!
Thank you. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Why are you dressed like that?
If you should ever think of me, I want his...
I will.
That first dance meant so much to me. Pierre. One last dance.
I'm already late.
But it will be a memory to put away with the first one. Please.
I think it would be better not to.
But you don't know how much it would mean to me.
I'd rather not.
Just one last dance?
Goodbye.
Well, I guess I'll get my things together.
Giving up? Hmm?
If I thought it was any use, I'd never give up. But as things are...
But as things are... It's a good thing you gave up being a crook. There was no future in it for you. You haven't enough insight, enough observation, enough understanding of human nature, enough je ne sais quoi. To be quite frank, you're not bright enough. Look, why does a man pace back and forth like this for hours? To exercise? No. Another question. Why does a man stand in front of a mirror like this staring like this? To admire himself? To catch a glimpse of his necktie? No. Still another question. Why does a man refuse to dance with a pretty girl? Is it such a big thing? No, it's nothing. Unless he's in love. Then a dance is a big thing. Then he has to fight it because it can lead to... Believe me, it can lead.
Well, all right then. Why shouldn't it lead? Why should he have to fight it? If he loves me, why doesn't he just say so? It would be so easy. And so nice.
Because, my poor child, it's not true that a man in love forgets everything. 75% positive. For certain emotional type like me, even 80. But never everything. And with what is left over, he thinks. Now the boss. Perhaps he's thinking of the 10 years he studied to be a diplomat. Even to marry you, it's not so easy to toss those 10 years out of the window.
Well, why should he have to toss him out of the window?
Oh. Listen. For example, he's on his way to the embassy reception. Could he take you with him?
And why not? Why should he be ashamed of me?
Oh, he should maybe be proud of you. He should maybe present you to the ambassador like this. You remember this little girl, Your Excellency? She steals watches. Yeah?
You mean I'm not good enough, maybe, Then an ambassador who gets somebody to steal for him. Or his wife who doesn't love him. Or the baron who's an accomplice to a crime just to keep his own bread buttered. They think I'm not good enough to associate with them, huh? Well, I'll just show Monsieur Pierre de Roche that I can handle the whole mess of them and make them like it. Eves, are you sure? You're very sure that Pierre loves me?
I swear it. I swear it on the head of my father.
Lilac? Lilac?
Oh. All of them.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Arlette. Where is she? Oh, she's gone. Gone?
Did she tell you where she was going?
No, sir. But she asked where you were going.
Where? Did you tell her?
Yes, sir. I told her you were going to the embassy reception.
Good.
Sir?
Yes?
Shall I put those in water?
Oh.
The underlying principle that must guide our negotiations is that, in fact, the situation must be handled with great delicacy.
Ooh.
What?
Nothing.
You said ooh.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Why did you say ooh?
In the first place, I didn't say ooh. I said oh.
My dear husband, I'm not deaf. I heard you distinctly say ooh.
My dear, I had no reason to say ooh. I simply said oh. Oh.
Pardon, Baron. Your niece, Excellency.
Uncle? Oh, hello, Uncle.
Hello.
Oh, Your Excellency.
This is a pleasure, mademoiselle. You didn't tell me your charming niece was coming. Come and sit with me, my dear. Mademoiselle de Chevilliers, Baron Forac's niece.
He's introducing her as my niece.
Well, isn't she?
Naturally.
Now, explain to me, my dear, why you disappeared so early from the embassy ball the other night.
Oh, well, my uncle, the Baron, seemed to think that since it was my first ball, I shouldn't stay too late.
He's an old fogey.
Even now, he's beginning to get that you better go home early look. It isn't late, is it?
Oh, of course not. Besides, you only just arrived.
My, what a lovely watch. Isn't that beautiful?
Watches are my weakness.
Oh, mine too.
Really?
Mademoiselle, may I have the pleasure?
Oh?
My pleasure. Seniority. Thank you. The trouble with seniority is that it's always wasted on old men.
Darling, since you're so anxious to dance, I'll accommodate you.
Your Excellency.
Good evening, Pierre.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight, sir?
I'm very well, thank you.
I'm glad.
Oh. I have a state secret to tell you. My shoes pinch.
She's dancing with the horse. I saw them. She's captivated him. Oh, this is terrible. Baron, do you realize our responsibility? Our responsibility.
Yes, ours.
But, Excellency, it was really you.
No.
Don't be technical. This could have serious complications. Think of something. Come on, think. I am, Your Excellency, I am.
Well, come on. You've made a conquest. The minister seems to find you irresistible.
Ridiculous, isn't it?
He's a man of excellent taste.
Spare me your sarcasm.
I meant it.
And spare me your charm.
Harley, I was very happy to find you here. Did you come to the ball to quarrel with me? You wanted to dance. At least enjoy it.
Very generous of you.
Did you notice the ambassador and his wife? How nicely they dance? How she smiles at him? I wonder how charmingly they would smile at me if you hadn't taken that picture out of my watch.
So you finally figured it out.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I must say it took you a long time. Personally, I don't think you have much future in the diplomatic corps.
No?
You haven't enough insight, enough understanding of human nature, enough je ne sais quoi.
I know you are right, completely right. It worries me. I need someone to help me. Someone clever, with je ne sais quoi that I lack.
Someone like a secretary?
No, not exactly. Someone more like a wife. I don't suppose you'd be interested.
It doesn't sound like much of a future. What with getting you out of scrapes with women and recovering all the luggage that you lose, being gracious to a lot of high-class crooks like the ambassador. In no time at all, you'd probably have me stealing watches for you, too. No, it doesn't sound very appealing. I don't even know why I would consider it. No. Oh, no, Well, why should I?
Because I was your first partner. At your first ball. Because a young girl's first ball is a very important event, which she should remember all her life. Because I want no one else in your thoughts, in your memories. Because I love you.
You must find a solution. A solution, that's it. You have one? No. Ah, of course not. I have. Turn your lie into a reality. A doctor. Make a my niece? Well, what do you want? An ugly black scandal? Or a lovely young niece? Oh.
Violet, my darling, aren't you happy?
Yes, very happy.
Well, why aren't you crying?
But I am, darling.